Hi, I'm Max.
Hi, and I'm Denise.
And welcome back to another edition of Urban Lifestyles, our holiday edition. We've got a great show today.
Yes, we do. Outside of you trying to get some clothes for under the tree in here strategically.
That's right, because we're in GQ Unlimited, and we do have a great show today, and this jacket fits me perfectly.
That's all right. We'll talk about that later.
You're right.
Let's talk about what we're going to be showing.
Some of the things we're going to be talking about are some segments we did with MSD, LG&E, the Louisville Steppers, also Griff's opening of his new restaurant, and a lot more. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
Hashtag YBPRC. If we can get no justice, there can be no peace. We royal, blood of Mansa Musa flows inside of me until we arms lock united, MLK and down the street. We rose from Bloody Sunday cause the fight would not decease. And now we fight inequity for fingers too. Peace.
Join the conversation. Visit pridepeaceprevention.org.
Got an opportunity to go out and spend some time with LG&E, and you know what they were talking about?
We're going to take a look at it right here.
Hugs for the holidays. Well, it's Christmas, and it's back for another segment with LG&E, and that segment is called Energy Matters. And of course, I'm here with my partner in crime, Natasha Collins. Now, of course, we know around the holidays we're always concerned about keeping warm, and I noticed something that said LG&E and hugs. So I'm assuming that you all are going around just kind of spreading the love, but you told me no, that's not it, right?
We do love to spread the love. However, hugs are a little bit different. HUG stands for Home Utility Gift Certificate. So especially this time of year, but really any time of year, is the perfect time to give a hug. And I think there's something that a lot of folks aren't aware of.
So when did the concept come about?
Well, we've had hugs around for quite a while. Home utility gift certificates are presents essentially that you can give, and the great thing about them is that unlike, sometimes there are businesses that go out of business and then a gift certificate is no longer valid. A hug, if you purchase a hug for someone in your life who you would like to have that, what it does is automatically deducts that amount, whatever amount you decide, from their next utility bill. So you're essentially helping them to pay for their utilities, and that's why it's a really great gift that I don't think a lot of people think about. They've been around for a while, and again, they make an ideal gift for anybody, but especially if there's anybody that might be on a fixed income, or maybe a nonprofit organization that could just use that assistance, or maybe your church. I think everybody appreciates it when we can pitch in like that.
So, if you wanted to do a hug and maybe be like a secret Santa or something like that, is there ways that you can do it that way as well?
Well, you do have to know the name of who you're going to give it to, and then you don't have to have it, but if you have their account number, that's ideal as well. But with the hug, you can go on the website, fill out the information, send it to us here at the BOC, the Broadway Office Complex here in Louisville, and then we can send you an actual gift certificate that you can give to them, or we can send it straight to them just so that they're aware that they will have that amount deducted from their bill.
And I'm sure people, when they're coming in to pay their bills and they maybe come in with that gift card, a gift certificate, I'm sure that the looks on their faces are pretty fantastic.
I think, we all love anytime we get something special from someone who just decided to give it to us because they care about us. And so just like any gift, I think people are always happy to receive them. And I know I would love one as well. So hint, hint.
Okay, we will definitely keep that hint in mind. And some other things that we're going to be talking about over the holidays. We're talking about a little bit about safety and staying warm. So what are just a couple of quick points that we can look at from that perspective?
Sure. Well, we all want to be warm in our homes, but I think we all have to think about what's the best way to do that. And you and I have talked a lot about different things. I think when you're in your home during the winter, make sure that you don't have things blocking your exchange, your register. I mean, because that's half the battle, right? You want to make sure that the warm air is able to circulate throughout your home. Always make sure your furnace has been, checked out by a professional so that it's going to stay in tip-top shape, and that you're changing out those furnace filters according to the manufacturer's instructions or monthly. And so just, keeping aware of kind of how you're using energy in your home. If you have a programmable thermostat, that's always something that I try to do. People in my home ask me if they want to press the button and turn the heat up a little higher. So make sure you're setting that, because that will give you, obviously, you'll be able to control the energy you're using a little bit better. And of course, think about it when you're cooking as well, when you're making those holiday meals.
And one thing that we're going to talk about when we come back from the break is it seems like smart screens are popping up everywhere everywhere, and it's even a part of our lives as it relates to LG&E.
Yes, and we're going to talk a little bit more about a smart screen that you can kind of take a look at when you're here if you're coming to visit us at the Broadway office complex.
All right, we'll be right back right after this.
More than an energy company.
We are mothers,
Fathers,
neighbors, and friends.
Working hard when the weather is good.
and even harder when it's not.
with online updates to keep you safe and informed during the storm.
Programs to save you energy and money.
And new projects to help us provide cleaner, more reliable energy.
We're more than an energy company.
We are LG&E.
We're LG&E.
We are LG&E.
Our energies go to serving you.
We're back with our Energy Matters segment with LG&E, and of course I'm here with Natasha, and you all have this very, very impressive smart screen here. So tell me how it works.
Yeah, this is the same screen. If folks came out to visit us at the fair, this is the same kind of touchscreen technology that we had out there at our booth, but now it's here at the Broadway office complex. So if they come in to pay their bill or to take care of any other business they have with us, then they can check this out too. This is an interactive touchscreen that just has more information on our tips, tools, and services that we offer. So we just invite folks to come in and check it out. So it's really easy to use. When you come up, there's a screen that tells you to tap it.
So if I did renewable options.
You can tap renewable options.
Okay, and then what?
There you go. It brings up more information on our green energy program and on our solar share program, and it just gives you information on what we're doing related to green energy and how that works. And then there are other bits of information you can find out as well.
Okay,
Yeah,
so if I try customer tools? Okay.
Yeah, on customer tools, it tells you different ways you can pay. It talks about our budget payment plan, which is another good one. It helps to even out your bill.
So some other options that we have here are my notifications under customer tools.
Yeah, that's right. So you can find out more information with My Notifications. It just talks about the different ways that you can get notifications that your bill is due. So you can get those through email, through text, through a voice call. I like text. It comes straight into my cell phone, and then I know what my next bill is, and I don't even wait for the paper bill to get to my house. I just go ahead and pay it right there, go to my bank, and then I pay it. So different information, but, just different things you might want to be educated on if you have a little bit of time while you're here.
Right. And in addition to not only touching on the screen, it even has a video which even gives you a little bit more detailed information.
Absolutely. We want people to make sure that they're aware of all the options that they have. We work hard to make sure that, if there's a different way that you want to find out about things, whether it's, email, text, or a voice call like we talked about with the billing options and notifications rather, that customers, we want to make sure they're aware of that.
So, it's the end of the year, and we've gone through a whole lot this entire year. I can't go through every segment. One thing that we still haven't done yet is gotten me up in one of the cherry pickers.
Oh,
So that is, put that on your New Year's, 2019, or New Year's resolution or something like that,
Right,
your bucket
resolve
list.
to get
That's it.
up
in a cherry.
with a bucket truck.
That is it.
Yes.
So, as we're leaving for the holidays, what's some holiday wishes that you have for our viewers out there?
Oh man, I think I just wish that everyone has a safe, happy holiday season with their families or with their loved ones. I think a lot of times we all don't get enough time to take time out and to stop and really just be thankful for everybody and everything that we have in our lives. And so if we can take even a moment to do that during the holiday season, that would be my wish for everybody. Just a little bit of peace and a little bit of enjoyment with those that they love.
As you can see, that's a great concept. It's an opportunity to give back to the community. And who would have thought about gift certificates from LG&E?
They always do something great every time.
Right. And speaking of great things, a new restaurant opened in downtown Louisville, and it's called Griff. So take a look at this. We're here with the man himself, Mr. Darryl Griffith. A reopening, as what we could say, of Griff's, your downtown second in Liberty. To me, it's fabulous. What's your thoughts?
Well, we put a lot of work into it, and we're pretty proud of what we've done. It took if you've seen this place when we first gutted it out, and to see the end results, we're pretty pleased.
So, when you had the concept in mind, what were some of the things that you wanted to make sure that you brought to Louisville?
Well, when we first started on campus, it was more conceptual and like a infancy stage.
Okay.
To see how it was going to work, how the field was going to be, how the people would accept it, the food we were doing, and that went over pretty well. This building became available. Actually, it had been available for a while.
Okay.
And we were always looking for other sites. We looked at Whiskey Road even while the Griff's location on campus was open, about a year after it was open. And that didn't pan out because they was kind of like shotgun, you know, and we would have to take two of them, and it was just wouldn't, cost-wise, it wouldn't work. So, you know, we just kind of waited, patience played off, and we rode around and seen this place, and we're like, wait a minute, you know, this could be good. And then we got it just in time, around the time they introduced the Omni, and it all worked out. I mean, we think we're in a great location.
You're definitely in a great location. As you said, you're around all the hotels. So let's talk a little bit about the menu. So tell people who are not here some of the things that they can expect when they come into Griff's.
Well, if you already witnessed Griff's menu, you know, of course we got our famous praline sauce, the sweet potatoes.
Yeah, I've tried that. That's sinful. We're in downtown Louisville for the reopening of Griff's. It is a fantastic sports bar. It's at the corner of 2nd and Liberty, and everybody who's anybody is out here tonight. So, of course, I'm here with the mayor. Mayor, anytime there's something going on, I know you're going to be there. And welcome back to Urban Lifestyles. And what do you think about this great venue?
I've been looking forward to Griff's opening now ever since I heard about it, which was over a year ago. You know, Griff is such an important part of our city, number one. You put his personality and style and class together with a fabulous sports bar, pretty much right in the middle of downtown. This is going to be a big hit. And I love sports. And so, you know, right now we're watching football, we're watching basketball, the food's great. I can't see where this is going to be anything short of spectacular.
And when you look at it in terms of sports bar, this kind of puts us on the map with other cities that have similar type venues.
Well, there's no question about that. You think, we're about 3 blocks from the Yum Center, too. So before game, after game, during game for folks that don't go. Football, away games, people having this as headquarters to come down and recreate. I mean, there's just so many different ways for this to be successful. And, you know, Griff's at U of L was fantastic. So this is going to be fantastic.
So one other thing before I let you go. Of course, we've been sampling the different things on the menu tonight. What's your favorite so far?
Easy. Chicken and waffles.
So we're still at the grand opening of Griff's at the corner of 2nd and Liberty in downtown Louisville. It wouldn't be a grand opening if Alpha Media wasn't here. I'm here with Brown, Q, and of course the church lady. Welcome back to Urban Lifestyle. So I'm going to start with the lady in the house. What do you think about this venue?
Oh, it's fantastic. It's beautiful. I love the openness of it and the ambience. It's a great atmosphere. I love it.
All right, Q.
You know what? He still has the great menu, the location. You can't beat it. It's right down the street from the Yum Center, across the street from the Omni. And, of course, you know, the caliber, the class, he's got good taste.
And, Brian, I know you're not a Louisville native, but Griff, of course, is a Louisville institution. Absolutely. What's your thought?
I mean, ditto everything they just said. But if not being a Louisville native, but being in Louisville, this gives me a sense. This is the Louisville vibe and pride.
So have you all had a chance to sample anything from the menu yet? Anybody?
I have not. I'm waiting. I just ordered.
And so what did you order?
I ordered, for starters, the queso, and I'm going to try the catfish fingers.
And how about you?
You know, I'm trying the catfish fingers and the fried mac and cheese, but I think the next time I'll try something new.
And you?
Well, we did a eulogy for the fried mac and cheese about 20 minutes ago. Got it in, and what did I say? Chicken and the waffles. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Yeah.
Yeah. As you can see, he brought the restaurant they had over by U of L downtown. It is a great sports bar, something that's definitely needed in downtown Louisville.
Just urbane, sophisticated, and good food.
You are
need to go.
All right. We'll take a quick break and back with more right after this.
Hashtag YBPRC. If we can get no justice, there can be no peace. We royal, blood of Mansa Musa flows inside of me until we arms lock united, MLK and down the street. We rose from Bloody Sunday cause the fight would not decease. And now we fight in equity for fingers, too. Peace.
Join the conversation. Visit pridepeaceprevention.org.
101.3, Kentuckiana's #1 station for R&B.
Can we swim a lake by the ocean?
Magic 101.3.
Give me that green light. With your permission.
We're live, local, and Louisville. Magic 101.3, the home of Steve Harvey and Morning Show.
We're more than an energy company.
We are mothers,
Fathers,
neighbors, and friends.
Working hard when the weather is good.
and even harder when it's not.
With online updates to keep you safe and informed during a storm.
Programs to save you energy and money.
and new projects to help us provide cleaner, more reliable energy.
We're more than an energy company.
We are LG&E.
We're LG&E.
We are LG&E.
Our energies go to serving you.
Do you know who one of the biggest supporters of Wednesday's Child is?
No.
It's MSD, and we're going to find out more about that right now. Well, it's December, and we're here with MSD for MSD Cares, and I'm here with Sandra Gibson, who is the MSD Business Community Partnership Administrator. First of all, that's an extremely long title.
It's very long.
So tell me about what you do.
Well, this is one of the events that I do, but mainly I handle the partnerships for MSD and also our community outreach.
All right. So tell us about this event, how it got started, and some of the things that you all are trying to achieve.
Probably been going on for about 3 or 4 years, and we do this for 4 different charities. The monies we raise will go to Metro United Way, Fund for the Arts, Water Step, Wednesday's Child, there it is.
All right.
And so all the money that we collect, this is through employee contributions, payroll deductions, and then festivities and different games will be shared among those 4 charities.
So the charities that you've selected, how did you come up with those 4? Because there are a lot of great charities out here in this community.
I think it was just sort of like a decision with the executive team that we had. Not sure their strategy, but we've been doing it for quite a while.
Right. Now, you know, when you look at this event, I'm seeing that the employees themselves are just having a great time. There's food, there are a lot of different games going on. You got opportunity to bid on prizes. So tell me how the members of MSD feel about this event.
I think they look forward to it. It's sort of probably like their little Christmas fun. But along with the charity and raising money, I wanted to make sure our employees felt like they were part of this.
Okay. So we were talking about all the different charities that you support, but one of the largest charities is the Louisville Water charity that you have that's out there. So tell us about that and some of the things that supports.
Well, under that are some different charities that employees can select separately. The Little Water Step, things like that. And what it is in other countries that don't have good running clean water, the monies that go to these charities will help for education and different things to show those folks how to clean their water and use it.
Now, one other thing I found, I'm going to use my cheat sheet here, it says since 1997, you all have been one of the biggest partners with Wednesday's Child. So tell me a little bit about that partnership.
Well, I know when I started in MSD in '94, it was going on then, but we probably had back then a number of employees who adopted children.
Okay.
And so I think that's kind of how it got started, is they just wanted to support it even larger. So up till now, we have been their largest supporter. We presented a check to them just this past week for $30,000.
Wow, that's great. So, I'm going to let you go, but before I do, you've got a lot of fun activities that are going on. What's your favorite activity, and do you karaoke, and will you karaoke right now?
Oh, no, I will not. Probably the talent show. I get a kick out of just watching the employees have fun.
I'm here with Mike Kennedy, who is the president of the board of Wednesday's Child, and we're here with one of your largest donors, which is MSD. So tell us a little bit about the partnership, and welcome to Urban Lifestyles.
Well, thank you, Max. MSD has been one of our donors since 1997, which is 20 years. Okay. And for at least the last 5 years, they've been our largest donor. And they've accomplished that through the employees giving through their weekly paychecks.
So why do you think this partnership worked so well over 20 years?
Well, I think that we have a close relationship with MSD, and we go to a lot of their meetings concerning the MSD Cares program and initiative, and we're able to educate the employees, and they see the need for Wednesday's Child. What we do, of course, is there are now about 10,000 kids in the state system that are up for adoption or at least foster care. And those kids, in our belief, need some kind of normalcy in their life, and that's what Wednesday's Child tries to do. And MSD's contributions go a long way towards accomplishing that goal.
I'm here with Tony Parrott, who is the CEO of MSD, and I just found out something today that I didn't know. This man is a singer. We heard you up there doing karaoke, wow. And that's just another great feature that you bring to the table.
Well, it's fun and gives us an opportunity to let the staff get involved and showcase their talents and in the process of trying to raise money for the community.
Right. And this event is all about MSD Cares.
Yeah, MSD Cares is the brand of the program, and every year it just seems like it gets bigger and bigger. And today what I asked the crew was, are we our brother's keepers? And everybody said, yes, we are. And so that means that we're committed every year to do the best we can to make sure that we're giving back to the community we serve.
Right. As the leader of this organization, how does it make you feel to see, your employees, everybody so engaged in so many different aspects of the community?
Well, it's really, really, really refreshing. And, when you think about the state of what we deal with in our communities today and what we're dealing with in the world, just the fact that we can come together as employees and as an organization with love in our hearts and giving back to those that are less fortunate, because we all have family members and friends that we love and folks that struggle. And, this being a part of the holiday season, it makes it even more special.
As you can see, MSD, they've been so engaged in the community. We've had a pleasure covering them all year, and it just shows you just how important they are to our city.
I mean, it's just fitting for this time of year. I mean, this is something that is so community-based, and now they're going out further, reaching.
You are correct. And speaking of reaching, this is a little bit of a reach because we got an opportunity to spend some time with Spyro Gyra, one of my favorite groups from back in the 70s. They were in town, so take a look at this piece. Well, this is really an honor for me because I'm here with Jay Beckenstein, who is one of the original founding members of Spyro Gyra. I have to tell you, back in the day in college, you were one of those groups that kind of got us through. So welcome to Urban Lifestyle.
Well, thank you, and you've just dated yourself.
Yeah, I did. But I have a tendency to do that, and now that I'm at this age, it's like, hey, I don't care anymore.
Yeah, me too. It's great to be whatever age you are.
There you go. So tell me, you all started, by everything I go, it says like 1974, you're doing bars and clubs, and here you are today. So you've seen all the changes in the industry for the good and the bad. So speak to that.
Oh my goodness, I could write a book on it if I could write a book on it. So much has changed. I'd say the biggest agent of change, quite frankly, has been technology.
Okay.
I came into the music industry at a time when everything had to be done organically. You couldn't artificially create anything.
Okay.
And over the years, technology has changed how music is approached in so many ways and how music is produced. And it's been the driving force through much of the change, just technology.
So when you look at your musical style, I know people always want to put you in boxes and categories. So how do you consider Spyro Gyra's music and sound?
Well, we're based on jazz. We're improvisational. The language that we play in is the language of R&B and jazz. But I don't want to put us in a category. And when it comes to style, I think the first 4 songs we're going to play tonight, one is going to be kind of Cab Calloway jazz. One is going to be an old-fashioned Cuban 6/8 approach. One is going to be an R&B blues, and one is going to be calypso. So how do you categorize that?
You don't, because you're all over the place, and at the end of the day, it's about the music.
I think it's about the music and the musicianship and the fact that this band that's going to be on has been together for 40 years plus.
And I'm here with Brian Cole with Colossal Entertainment, and we're here for another fantastic event that they're putting on, and they are bringing Spyro Gyra to town. A few weeks ago, they had David Sanborn. It was a fabulous show, and you just keep doing great things, so tell us about what's happening tonight.
Well, this is, as you mentioned, round 2 of the Jazz Explosion. David Sanborn a couple of weeks ago. Tonight, we've got the great jazz contemporary group Spyro Gyra in town, so really looking for a big turnout, big show. Welcome to Louisville, and let everybody enjoy the music that they bring.
Right. And of course, you're not new to the entertainment business. You're kind of getting back in after just kind of stepping away for a minute. So tell us what brought you back into it, and what are some other things that we can expect from you?
Well, again, we've kind of been doing this for a while, and mostly probably as a silent partner or investor, if you will. And so now kind of stepping out on the forefront and started Colossal Entertainment. Just kind of give the people what I think they might want. At the same time, I'm trying to poll our audience and have them tell us what they want to see in entertainment coming forward. So depending on what they tell us is kind of what we'll be bringing them moving forward. I think I mentioned last time that, yeah, I am trying to bring boxing back to Louisville in conjunction with Top Notch Boxing and James Dixon.
My hat goes off to Brian Cole and Colossal Entertainment because he's bringing some great jazz back to this community.
It is. It's wonderful nights, date nights.
You are correct. We'll take a quick break and back with more right after this.
Christmas is here, and the holiday deals for him are at GQ Unlimited at 8th and Broadway and Indian Trail. Find everything for the special man in your life this Christmas. A wide selection of sweaters, blazers, and suits that you can mix and match for casual dress or any occasion. Accessorize your selections with great hats by Dobbs & Stetson and shoes by Stacey Adams. Suits, shoes, and more, all at GQ. GQ, where the well-dressed man shops and shops and shops this holiday season.
You know, something else is making a comeback, and that is stepping. And we got an opportunity to spend some time with the Louisville Steppers.
I know, but let's take a look at this because you're going to be inspired. Have you ever wanted an evening where you had good music, good dancing, good fun, and good people? Well, you want to come out to the Derby City Steppers event. I'm going to introduce you to two of the members. And this is...
I'm Lisa. Good morning.
And this is...
And I'm George. Good morning.
So basically, you all having a fabulous event here, but share with us about the Derby City Steppers Club and some of the events you put on, and then we're going to talk about what is stepping.
We are with Derby City Steppers. We are based here in Louisville, of course. We have an annual event, which is occurring right now. It's called the Red, Black, and White Extravaganza. And we also have classes every Monday at 7:30 here at Hotel Louisville.
Okay. Now, George, tell me about the man's role and tell me about what is stepping. And I know it's 8 counts. What does all that mean?
Right. It's an 8 count. That's how you keep the beat.
And the style is called Chicago.
Okay. It started in Chicago. That's why it's called the 8 count Chicago stepping. Basically, it's a male oriented type dance because he's in charge of the dance itself, and his partner basically does whatever he sends her through, whatever he wants her to execute. And the big thing about the thing I like the best is that if I don't know how to do it, then she can't.
So I know the male leads, but when I was learning, because I took 3 lessons, I never know what was going to come next because it was so unpredictable. Do you find that easy to follow when the male is getting ready to direct you?
You know what? It takes a while to just mellow out and relax, but in reality, our job is so simple. It's an 8 count. You continue that 8 count. He'll turn you different directions, but as long as you continue that 8 count, it's pretty easy to follow.
You know, that was a fun segment. Only thing that was missing was you and I didn't get out there on the floor and show what we can do.
I've been taking lessons. Right. Come on out, as they say, on Mondays and take the lessons, and then you need to take the lessons, and then you can be somewhat like
that. For fellas, it's easy. It's just a simple 8 count, and we've got that covered.
Yeah, right. This is complex, but that's why you need lessons.
Well, you know what? This is our show for the holidays. The next time we'll see you, it'll be in 2019. So that's our show.
That's our time.
And we'll see you back here next time on Urban Lifestyles.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.